Hi there, I'm Kerry-Lou from Silver Style Studio. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, please subscribe. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to do an at-home manicure. So let's talk about nails first. Back in the 80s, I used to do all kinds of crazy things with my nails. I would do multicolors, foil stripes, and I would do them all myself. Not as many people went for mani-pedis back then. It was more of a luxury, perhaps for a special occasion. Now, of course, we're all used to getting our nails done all the time. Even little toddlers get their nails done. I haven't had a professional manicure in years. I do love a pedicure though. The reason is, as soon as I get a manicure, my nails tend to break. And here's why I think that is. Whenever I've had a professional manicure, the technician tends to be too rough when filing my nails. They saw back and forth, which you should never do. The last time I had a manicure, the technician couldn't even seem to find a selection of emery boards from rough to fine. She only had a very rough one, and she really went at my nails, and the next week they broke. So that wasn't a very satisfactory experience for me. Who knows, maybe I just didn't find the right kind of manicurist yet. Another reason they break is that nails can be too brittle once you put so many layers of nail polish on them. And then when they do break, they can snap quite low down, which can really hurt. I'm going to demonstrate how to give yourself a manicure and paint your nails. But during this time of isolation, why not totally remove all your nail polish and nail extensions and anything else you have going on with your nails, and let your nails breathe and be natural for a while. Let them have a vacation. Then you can moisturize them frequently with lovely creams and oils, and they'll become stronger, but with a little flexibility. Don't try to grow them long. Your nails don't have to be long to be stylish. My personal rule of thumb is, don't let this tip get more than 25% longer than the rest of the nail bed. In fact, when you first start training your nails like this, don't go for lengths. Keep filing them and keep them short for a couple of months. Especially if you've been wearing gel nail polish or nail extensions, you need to grow out all the damage that's been done over the years. I'm going to demonstrate how I manicure my nails. I'm not a professional nail technician, of course, but I do know how to keep my nails looking good, naturally. So let's go. First of all, evaluate your nails. It's a good idea to work with them over a darker surface, that way you can see the shape of them. My hands are washed and I've scrubbed my nails with a nail brush, making sure to get underneath the nails. I prefer a square oval shape. I feel this is a strong shape and it looks a bit sporty, which I like. So first I'm going to establish the length. I'm going to make them a bit shorter, and I'll do that using a coarse nail file. Don't saw back and forth with your emery board. That's going to split your nails. You want to go in one direction at a time, like this. First, I'm going to make them all squared off and get them the right length. Once your nails are strong and healthy, you'll be amazed how quickly they grow. So don't be afraid to go short with them. So do you see, I'm not sawing back and forth like this. That will really split your nails. Don't do that. Go one direction at a time. So first of all, we're just squaring them off and getting them all the same length. So as I said before, I like to get them so that this white part represents about 30% of the nail bed. This part here, about 30% of the nail bed. Really, the shorter the better, especially if your nails have been abused. Now I'm going to flip the nail file over, so I'm using a finer side, and I'm going to do the corners. So now I'm rounding out the shape slightly. Not too much though. I like them to be a square oval. I find that they really last a lot longer that way. For me, they don't break as easy when I make that shape. So I'm taking off the corners. That stops them being too scratchy also. Now I'm going to use an even finer emery board. This makes them nice and smooth. Keep that soft shape. And once in a while, just evaluate the shape. That's why it's good to file your nails on a dark background so you can see the shape and the size of all your nails as you go. Just take away any little rough spots, give them a little feel once in a while. I'll give my thumbnail a little attention, but I actually broke it during the week because I had let them get too long. Lesson to be learned there, but I'll smooth it out a little bit just so it doesn't feel left out. If you have skin growing over the nail beds or cuticles, which are right here, you can gently push them back. But first, soak them in a bowl of warm water. You can also add a few drops of your favorite essential oil. Jojoba oil is one of my favorites. And you can just soak them for about 5 minutes and let your skin get nice and soft and pliable. Now you can use an orange stick wrapped in a little cotton wool or one of these hoof-shaped thingies to gently push them back. The more you do this, the better they'll get over time. And you won't even have to do this every time. And now I usually apply a nice, rich, thick hand lotion like this Aquaphor. That's one of my favorites. My hands have been very dry lately, but I rub it into the nails. If you want to apply nail polish, I'll show you how to do it. But remember, if you really want your nails to be healthy, you shouldn't leave nail polish on all the time. After you've followed the steps I've just shown you, you have to make sure that there's no moisture on your nails. So wipe off the nail cream using a cotton swab and some nail polish remover. I'm going to do that on each nail. When you're done with that, take a wet cotton ball and make sure all the nail polish remover is off of your nails. Then you're going to wait 5 minutes and make sure all the moisture, all the water is off of your nails. Otherwise it's going to make your nail polish bubble up. First I'm going to use a nail primer. This is going to help smooth out any ridges and inconsistency in your nails. It will make your polish last longer and it helps protect your nails from staining. Give it a good shake. And we're going to try to do this in as few swipes as possible. One stroke on one side, one stroke on the other side, and one in the middle. I'll show you how. So you start from the bottom and kind of hug the edge without going onto the skin. So you do one side, then we do the other side, and I'm going to just take off a little of the excess there, and then straight up the middle. And then don't fuss with it, don't go back to it. And again, I'm going to start just above the cuticle there, right up to the tip. And I'm not reloading the brush, you don't want too much on the brush. And I'm just going to go over the tip a little bit too. Give it a little bit of extra protection. And then the other side, up one side, up the other side, and straight up the middle, a little bit on the tip. And we're going to wait about 5 minutes and we'll let that dry. If you want to make this go a little bit faster, just use a fan. That will speed up the time to about half. Sometimes I use my little battery operated fan, which I don't have with me today, but there is a link for it on the video description. Okay, so the primer's dry, and now I'm going to paint them with this color from Essie. It's called Mademoiselle number 112. So do the same thing, shake it really well. Take off the excess. Start at the bottom of the nail, sweep up one side, hugging the edge, make sure you don't get on the skin. Then the other side. Let me take off a little nail polish, I don't like to overload the brush. And just repeat that. We'll try to do it in 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 1 up the middle. Just repeat. Oops, didn't quite have enough on the brush. the pinky. 1, 2, oops, too much. It's such a tiny nail. Mustn't forget the thumb. We need a bit more for the thumb because it's wider. Thumbs are kind of awkward. Okay, we'll give that 5 minutes to dry and then we'll add the top coat. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to apply a top coat. This is Revlon Extra Life. And this is going to make the nail polish last a lot longer. Okay, so same thing, easy peasy. This brush does actually pick up quite a bit of product, so I am going to just do maybe 2 sweeps of this. That's the width of my nail. So you have to go by the kind of brush it comes with. This kind of spreads out. So let's see if we can do this one in 3. 1, 2. I do prefer to do 3 because that third stroke smooths everything out. You see, 1, 2, and you might get a little ridge in the middle, so then you come up the center. That's why we like to do 3 strokes if possible. But sometimes you have tiny little nails, I know, so you can't do 3 strokes. Like this one, I might just do 1 because it's just a top coat, and we'll do 2. Okay, that's good. No hard and fast rules here. Know the rules and then break them sometimes, right? Ah, that's it. 10 pretty nails. I do hope you've enjoyed having a manicure with me, and if you have any good manicure tips that you'd like to share with everybody, please let us know in the comments below. That's it for me. I'll see you next time. Bye!